Two wheels are better than four. From the mountains to the shore, find us rolling up to the pub where 17 Scooters Club. Hi everybody, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the super special toe spreading episode.
If you are not watching, you're missing out.
You are truly missing out. This is not behind a paywall. What are you doing with your life? I should get mine, but I'm wearing my Uggs and a pair of socks, and I'm already sitting down, so it's just not gonna happen for me. Katie asked me a question off camera. And
about seltzers, because my dentist told me that I've only had one cavity ever in my life, and they said it was because I was drinking a lot of seltzer. And she said the problem is not going down. The problem is that when you drink the seltzer, allegedly, then you lay down and all the bubbles and the gas is in your tummy, and then when you're sleeping, it comes back up and it rots your back teeth. But
you know what?
That's assuming that you're chugging seltzers and laying down right away.
Liv just woke up with 4 seltzers in her trash can.
Okay. I was saying that I woke up this morning and I have my espresso machine and I don't have a knock box. And if you don't know what that is when you brew your espresso, you knock your brewed espresso into this box. So I bring my espresso over to my trash and I knock it into the trash, and I opened it up this morning to do that, and I looked in and I saw like 4 or 5 empty seltzer cans, and I'm like, guys, if that was beer, I'd be fucked up by the time I go to bed. I would wake up with a hangover if that was beer, but I didn't, because it was seltzer.
The amount of seltzer consumption that happens here. So we returned our cans.
Wait, let me finish it.
$12.
You're better than me. Do you want my cans? I don't have enough space to return my cans. Sorry to the universe. Cancel me now. Also, side note, I would be okay with getting canceled, because getting canceled means that someone has to know you. So, like, being like, oh, this Natalie girl is so canceled, you know, people will be like, oh, who's Natalie? Who's Natalie? And then Natalie would go viral because everyone's like, who's Natalie?
They'd be like, why is she canceled?
Yeah, why is she canceled?
You should collude, or like, what's it called? I don't know. There's a word when you're like
collude.
That's when you're colluding with other people, but
you're in cahoots.
You should cancel yourself as like a little trickery to make yourself more famous.
I can make myself another TikTok account that is solely about, like, against me. Oh my god, Natalie. I have some time now because my other job stopped paying me, and then they closed, and then the owner died, and then now we don't know what's going on. You know?
I was going to ask if you could explain that. Did I miss the death part of the story?
You might have, because I think I was physically with Natalie when it happened. And but I gossip with her in real life. I forget to put it in our group. Anyways, going back to the seltzers, no, knock on wood, because I hate the dentist. I don't love the dentist. I'm actually known for biting the dentist.
Yeah, you're afraid of it, I remember.
I don't like it. Like, I'm very probably on the spectrum. I don't like the noises in my ear. I don't like having to keep my mouth open. I don't like people's fingers in my mouth. I don't like that they're asking me questions. Excuse me. This is your job. Stop asking me questions. Let me put my AirPods in and zone out and do your fucking job so I can leave. Stop distracting yourself by asking me questions and trying to make conversation. Anyways, I don't love the dentist.
I used to hate the dentist because we used to have the old lady that would always get her bracelet stuck in the hair and be like,
the one that I would bite.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I used to hate the dentist, and then I started going to my own and choosing my own dentists, and I love it. I love getting my teeth cleaned.
Should I start going to your dentist out in Ridgecrest in the middle of nowhere? Maybe I should.
I don't have one here. I have one that I like near you. It's called Magnolia Dental. Shout out, sponsor us.
Magnolia Dental. Have to go there. Anyways, I've gotten cavities filled before because I'm a chocoholic, and I guess I have soft teeth. Yeah, well, and this is as a kid. I haven't had cavities filled, knock on wood, again. I just gotta knock on wood this whole thing. I haven't had cavities filled since I was in probably middle school, because I would like go to bed and being like, oh, I don't have to brush my teeth, like the disgusting middle school kid. However, having had that done, being able to drink 4 or 5 seltzers a day and like being like that is a trade I'd be willing to make. Like 1 cavity a year, like 1 hour in the dentist chair for unlimited amounts of like seltzer. I will trade that. I will trade that.
I'm
Liv, what do you
surprised
like
you don't
about
have a
seltzer?
gallon.
Tell us
What was
about
that?
what is so I have many qualities that I like about like Diet Coke or like I like that
Diet
it's
Coke should is
crispy.
exactly the same though,
No, I
right?
know, but I'm
I
asking
don't like the sweetness.
I was asking Liv, what do you particularly like about seltzer? Do you like the taste? Do you like the
Hmm.
bubbliness? Do you like
I
It's
just feel
the
like I'm a drink girl. Like I always have to have drinks. Like I love coffee because I love having like I think I just like having a flavor at all times. Like I love chewing gum. I love coffee. I love like a sparkling water. Like I love wine, but I'm like I don't think it's necessarily like I want to get fucked up all the time. I just like having
a
something
beverage.
fun to grab. Yeah, I like having a bevy.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I also I don't I'm very thankful that I've reached for like seltzers instead of sodas cuz I could see myself getting hooked on soda. Like for sure. I could for sure get hooked. So I feel like I'm doing better by being in seltzer, but I know it's not like 100%. So I'm just like I always have oh, I lied. It's not in I don't have it right now. But I also have always have my water by hand. So like usually on a normal day, it is like 1 seltzer. I do go days without seltzer, and then I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I've deprived myself of a seltzer for like 3 days. Who am I? And then I like refine seltzer, and then I have a day like yesterday where I drank like four of them.
you're a
um,
fiend?
yeah, I adore it. I adore it so much. Um, and yeah, that's how I feel about seltzer.
I
I
feel the same.
what do you say, Nat?
So I feel the same way. We have a seltzer obsessed house as well. Over
We
in
didn't grow
Bridgetown.
up with seltzer either. Like I don't
And now mom likes it too.
Yeah, mom
now
loves
mom
it.
likes it. I don't recall the first time I ever had seltzer water. I always pictured it as somebody where like I think actually me and Katie's like families that thank you. Look at that. Water delivery on command.
Love
This
it.
is dirty Planet Fitness water though, so I've been meaning to water my plants with it and refill it, but we'll get there. Um like people like our friends I'd always pictured like our friends
Mm-hmm.
with like parents with like real jobs to be people who are seltzer people. But like we weren't really seltzer people. We weren't seltzer family.
No, we
We
were a
were not
We were
milk
a
Spartan.
milk family.
We were I'm still milk
We were
family. That's why I
southern
got
milk.
them strong bones, you
We
know?
would go through like 3 gallons a week.
No, and I feel that because I go through like a gallon a week by myself.
I love
You
milk.
still drink milk?
Yeah. Ice
How do you drink?
lattes, they
Okay.
always with espresso. Always with espresso or chocolate. Like I'm not sitting down and having like at the end of the night,
Sometimes
I'll
a
have a
glass.
brownie with a glass of milk. In the beginning of the day, I will have a cappuccino and then I'll have another cappuccino and then I'll have an iced latte. And all of that I use regular milk. So I'm a bevy girl, just saying.
So you're not just drinking glasses of milk though.
Except for dessert.
Okay. So your mom, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
a glass of milk and a PB&J, honestly, it goes so
Hmm.
good together.
Osteoporosis who?
Not me.
I'm just saying I can't keep bread in the house. And I learned it's because I put it in the fridge and it goes stale quicker in the fridge.
Really? I
It
thought it was
gets
supposed
moldy
to.
slower there.
I thought it would take longer to go stale, but also like I don't know, we used to go through bread so fast where like if I wanted it, I think I'm just a snob for bread. Where like I really
The
like
built-in
if I'm
box.
yeah, like if I want bread, I want like a good piece of bread and I want it like a PB&J, but like a whole loaf is honestly a lot of bread.
I wish we could get a half loaf because I have the same problem. Like sometimes I want bread like with my soup, or sometimes I want a PB and J, or John
Mhm.
wants bread for a sandwich. But then like we're not going to eat the entire loaf in a week, and then it gets moldy, and then you can't. What do you
Yeah.
do with it? I want to give it to the birds, but you're not supposed to give bread to birds, so
I have that issue
throw it
French
too.
out.
toast. Yeah, and usually it's me I want to make like French toast or something or eggs in a hole and I'm like I don't have bread. because I'm just more of like pasta for carbs type of gal.
They really need to have half loaves or like sell like have like a loaf station where you can choose like the deli. Or be like, oh, can you cut me like this thick a slice of this piece of bread? I'd like 4 slices of that and like 2 slices of that. So you can mix and match your bread.
Did you know it?
That should be a thing.
Katie, this is the craziest. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
he. Sorry.
Katie, what were you gonna say?
Um,
Well, I sent Liv a picture asking her because I didn't click on her link until now. But then I said that I saw this video. So apparently at Foods, and we don't have one around here, there's a bread slicer. So if you buy a
that's
loaf
been
of
going
bread,
viral.
yeah, people have been it's
ASMR.
intended to you buy a loaf of like nice bread at Whole Foods and then you bring it and you slice it with like this machine slicer thing. Like you put it in, you close it up, and it like does this crazy thing. But people
Mhm.
have been baking their own sourdough and their own bread at home and sneaking it in their backpack or their purse and then
I
putting it in the
love
bread
that.
slicer and slicing it at Whole Foods.
I'm so sad because that's so meat coated, but my oven also doubles as a microwave living in a trailer. So I went from being super like wholesome trad wife baking my own bread every week, like feeding a sourdough starter to like having a microwave as an oven, and my oven doesn't get hot enough to bake my own bread. So it's really sad.
Is
I
that a
know.
safety thing or because it's just small?
Just because it's like it's electric. I think it's because it's electric and not gas, so it doesn't get hot enough. Like it barely gets to 400, where usually you would put your Dutch oven in, heat it to 500 for like half hour to 45 minutes, and then you take it out, and then you'd put your bread in, and then you cook it out like 450, 425.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
getting whiffs of whatever they're cooking in there, and it smells actually really good.
Is it bread?
nice.
No, they're making pasta.
Ooh.
Mm.
You want to
They're
know something that I've been seeing lately that I really want to try, pasta related? Um,
yes.
so think about like a cold salad, not with like lettuce, but
Oh,
you
it's
can either
delicious.
you can either
Tortellini.
do, no, oh yeah, so you could do the tortellini, you can do, but listen, you can do tortellini, you could do rice, you could do any pasta, but it's you bake it on a sheet so it's crunchy. So you season it, bake it so it's like really crunchy, and then you
Do
put
you
it
boil
in
it
a
first, or you
salad.
just bake
No,
it?
I think
That's
you just bake
confusing.
it.
I've
Maybe
seen
rice
girls.
first, but pasta, like little tortellinis, and then you put it in with
Ooh,
like cucumbers, avocados. It's like a cold salad, like a Caesar salad, and then the pasta is like crunchy. I've just been seeing it. I haven't tried it yet, but I plan to
I've
try it.
seen this girl. She made like a it was like an Asian salad, and then she
Yes.
topped it with like the crisped rice.
Yeah.
And
That's
then I haven't
confusing.
tried it yet, but I really want to.
I feel like
Yeah.
that would like cut the top of my mouth, like a way a toasted sandwich cuts the top of my mouth.
It
I
could.
don't
I don't
know.
know. I'm not really sure
It
how.
also could be good. I just like I feel like
I'm
that's
intrigued.
betraying my best friend pasta, like with butter and salt. I don't know. Talking about
That's what it means.
betrayal. So
You have the trail story?
yeah, well, I've just been I don't I find it like my workout split has ebbs and flows where like I
Mhm.
find it so much easier just to like put on a pair of leggings and sneakers after work and go for a run than it is for me to go to the gym and like lift and stuff. And
Mhm.
so but I know that you have to lift, like especially as a girl, so you don't get osteoporosis regardless of the amount of milk that I drink. I'm like, okay, I gotta go lift. And so I go to the gym and lift. And then by the end of that workout, like, cause I've just been getting back to it, I'm like, wait, that's it? Like, that's all you do? I'm like, I'm not even sweating. I'm like, do you guys shower after this? Back to the showering thing. I'm
My
like,
showering thing.
you
I
guys
have to
go
like.
and you lift and then you go shower after this? Like my hair's not even dirty. Like I'm not even tired. Like, I don't know.
I have.
I get sweaty lifting.
Yeah.
I I think it's very funny that you asked this because I recently just asked someone on my volleyball team who is a big lifter, and I
Hmm.
literally asked them the exact same thing. I was like, "So I sweat like a pig when I run. Like I'm drenched to the point where like I could sop out, like wring out my clothes. And so when I go to the gym and I do mainly the machines, like but it's
Yeah.
like heavy where I'm like trying. I also don't sweat nearly as much. So I asked him the exact same question you just asked. I was like, when you go to the gym and you lift heavy for your gains, I was like, are you even sweating? He was like, yeah, I like for the most part sweat. And I was like, I guess we're just used to, because you and I run a lot, that we're just like disgusting sweating all the time.
Well, I did throw it in the chat GPT and it did say like, okay, your like aerobic is like far outweighing your lifting. So it's like you're just used to going so far so long without sweating that like when you go and lift, like yeah, your muscles are tired, but you're not to a point where you are sweating.
When I'm running, okay, I don't know if this is a thing or if it's just me. Oftentimes, I don't sweat until I'm done running. And then I
Huh,
stop running. And then all of the sweat decides to come out.
that sounds
Mine-
concerning.
Mine's not all the time, but yeah, that does happen.
Not all
That
the
does
time, but
happen. Like
sometimes.
as soon as you stop moving, then it's just like woof.
I
Yeah.
just picture myself like no, there'll be times where like there's sweaty there's sweat getting into my eyes, so then I'm crying, and then my eyes sting because there's sweat
I
getting
hate
into
that.
my eyes, and I'm like, I can't see. I want to be done, but I'm 2 miles from my car. Like I can't see anything. Um and like that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to like running like a decent amount of distance.
Yeah,
And then like and then you go and lift and I'm like, okay, yeah, like this specific muscle is like a
a
little
little
tired.
sore.
Like it's a little sore. I don't know. I think that's
You want to
funny.
know? That's funny. So I always see memes about it, but it just happened to me recently. So because like Nat lifts a lot, you and I run a lot, and now live as a lifter and a runner, like I oftentimes don't get that sore like after I run. Like if I run like a marathon, I'll be sore afterwards, but if I run like 5, 10, whatever, 15 miles, like I'm fine. The other day I played a game of volleyball and I was a blocker, so I was jumping. Then I went and I ran again. And then I played 2 more games of volleyball and they were like a higher level, like A and B. And I was like, okay, like I feel like I got a good workout in. Like I ran a decent amount of miles and I played 3 games of volleyball. I set the whole entire time and I like blocked like some really good ones. I woke up in the morning and I haven't felt this in a long time, but I actually love this feeling. When you wake up, you're like, oh, okay, I'm waking up. And all of a sudden your eyes open and you're like, I can't move my body. Like I feel like I get hit by a truck. I'm like, I can't even
Mhm.
sit up. And I'm like, oh, it's been so long since I felt that, but I love it.
That happens to me in like because like I said, I go through phases. I usually stick with the running. Like running's
Me
always
too.
baseline. And then like I'm like I need to keep my weightlifting in, otherwise I'm just gonna get weak. Like I need to keep weightlifting, and so I add that in, and then I like wane off of it because I'm like I said, it's so much easier to spend an hour running than like driving to the gym, waiting for equipment, being like, okay, I don't like being here. Like I could just be running right now. Anyways, but that happens to me with in like the first probably like 1 or 2 weeks getting back to the gym, and then like my legs, because I'll remember the workouts that I was doing, that I was following like with female weightlifters like Whitney Simmons. I'll like keep her workout in my head, and I'm like, okay, this is what I used to do when I was lifting regularly, so I'll just go
Mhm.
back to the gym and go straight into it and do like a full workout of like what I would be lifting regularly, and then my legs will just be like on fire. I can't squat down for like an entire week. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Isn't it
I don't
funny?
know.
Because that happens when you don't. It's the same for me. Like you don't sweat. You're like, I'm not working that hard. This is
Mhm.
so easy. I could actually just be on TikTok and doing this. And then all of a sudden the next day you're like, oh, I can't move.
Mhm.
It's always
And it's in
second day
like
if it's the
30
worst.
minutes.
Whoa, my
It's like
fire.
30 minutes too. Like it's never
I
as long
know.
as like a run. It's just like
It
30
can't be. I used to
minutes
spend
of
like
lifting
2 hours
heavy.
at the gym. But that's because I
Yeah.
go and I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, but I want to add this on too while I'm here. And then I want to add on this exercise. And then I'm like, I should not have done all of that.
Yeah. No, and that's what I like. I was in there and I'm like, wait, guys, this is actually fun. Running's like halfway, like, I hate this. I can't wait till it's done. I have a few more miles to go. When it's done, it'll be so great. I get to shower. But lifting, I'm like, I could keep going. This is kind of fun.
See, I don't have a pretty place to run, so I don't.
Mm.
I run on the treadmill sometimes, but I don't know. My main source of cardio has been the boxing and the jujitsu,
That's
which
good.
which speaking of people sweating, it's really weird when everyone gets really sweaty and you're trying to like grapple them, and I'm just like, I don't want to be touching you. You smell really bad and you're slippery.
You're
So then,
slippery.
so then you really need a shower after, because I'm like, this isn't even my
Yeah.
sweat.
I'd wear a face mask. I'd be like, your sweat's not getting on my
Very
face.
unsanitary. Or then like if you're waiting to spar and then you look at the mat after, I'm just like, because it's usually a bunch of guys and they get really sweaty, and then I'm like, guys, I'm not sweaty yet. I'm a girl. I don't sweat. I smell good. I swear.
Except for me and Liv over here, like, whoa, we're
Yeah.
kids.
This
There's sweat
reminded me.
stains on the mat, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta lay on that now.
Last summer, I had like a 3-month Pilates phase, like when Pilates was hot. I'm like, I could buy the outfits for this. I could like give me a reason to shop. I'm in it. And so I had the Pilates outfits. I was going to Pilates. My problem with Pilates is that I was with a lot of old ladies, and I've done Pilates before where it's been like an actual workout. Like you'd use 15-pound weights and you do things and you do like body weighted things, and it would actually make you tired. But I went to this one and I'm like, this feels like a warm up. I hate it, but I signed up for 3 months and I'm stuck. And I wouldn't shower after that. I'm just saying. I would go and I'd be like, I have work and I literally didn't sweat. So I'm like, I'm not showering. I literally sweat more at work. So
Yeah, I think if you didn't sweat, it's less offensive. For those of you, we had this conversation
I
off.
can't remember if
off
we
camera,
shared this or
but
not.
We did not. It was a
No.
Snapchat.
It was a
Oh,
Snapchat,
well
but
done.
yeah, like also, I guess people so like do you now like think about this logistically? Let's say in the morning I go run. Obviously, I'm going to shower before work, and then what if you lift and sweat or do Nats jujitsu at night and then sweat? Do you take a second shower? Do you shower twice a day every day?
I don't shower in the morning for that reason.
No.
I always
I
shower
don't-
at night, but then my issue is, so in the desert, very dry. Hard to keep my hair not dry and fried and frizzy in the 6% humidity. So you're not supposed to wash it every day. But then what if I go to the gym and sweat? I can't not wash my hair. Like I just have to wash it.
Yes,
So
you
then
can.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Slick back is
Slick it back.
fashionable for a reason.
Wear a bonnet to bed.
I
Yeah.
cannot. I guess I could wear a bonnet to bed.
That's
but
how I feel
I'm
about.
just like, ew, it just grosses me out that I'm like, I sweat. Do you like rinse it and then just
At that point, you
I don't.
will commit.
Yeah, if my roots are greasy, I will wash my hair, but I will probably go like every other day, especially because I work somewhere where, well, I don't keep my hair down because even touching it, because I put oils in my hair to keep it healthy, it touching my face makes me break out. So my hair is always in a French braid, whether I'm at work or it's only down and styled if I'm going out. Other than that, it's just like a little rat tail. But you seem to keep your hair down a lot. So
I do.
then it makes sense to wash your hair often.
Yeah. I use oils and like leave-in conditioner and stuff to keep it hydrated in the desert. And then if I don't sweat, I don't wash my hair. So I do like every other day or every 2 days for my hair. Even though I'm showering, I'll just put my hair in a bun in the shower.
Yeah, that's
But I'm
normal.
like, if I sweat, like if I'm going to the gym every single day, I always have to wash my hair.
I will run. I will sweat. There'll be about 2 inches of my hair that gets drenched. Disgusting, gross, and I don't wash my head.
2 inches.
No, I wash my face
Oh,
and
there
I
you
wash
go.
my body and I French braid my hair.
Well, I
You
guess
could
you
blow
have
it-
thicker
blow it
hair.
dry.
It's good for it. It's well, that's what I tell myself. Like
It's good for it.
Well, it is because the stupid bitch that fried my hair off. Sorry. I forget what it's called. But yeah, no, it's finally starting to like grow in and like it'll sit
TikTok
here.
style.
It'll sit like this. And I'm like, this is sad. Katie, this is funny because Katie went through this like when we just started the podcast.
That was
Yeah.
when we had bangs too. Like,
Oh my God, we
remember
did have
I cut
bangs.
bangs, you cut bangs, and we both had bangs. And then I was
You
like,
cut
this was a
bangs. You
mistake.
looked hot, and I'm like, wait, well, Natalie cut bangs because she was going through a breakup, and I'm like, she looks
That was
hot.
before that.
I should cut bangs. You were going through a crisis. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, she looks really good. She's doing bangs really well. Let me try the
She's
bangs. And
doing the bangs good.
She's banging.
I tried the
She's
bangs.
banging.
And then people were like, are you okay? Are you
They
going through a
looked good.
breakup?
You have to
And I'm
style
like,
them.
no, I'm not going through a breakup. My sister just looked really hot with bangs, so I figured I would too. And it didn't. Just
They're a
didn't work for
pain.
me.
They
But
look
thank
good
God, my hair
1% of
grows
the
really
times.
fast. Yeah.
Well, I just saw, speaking of, you guys are like reading my mind. So I just saw this video earlier today of this girl, and she was like, POV, you have bangs, and you just asked me to go out. And she doesn't wash her hair every day, but she's like, anytime anyone asks me to go anywhere and I have bangs, she's like, I stick my bangs under the sink, wash them, and like blow it out real quick. She's like, otherwise, I
Oh,
look like a rat.
Ooh.
She's like, I have to do it every single time. And I was like, oh.
yeah, when you don't style them, they don't look good. And then I don't work a job like where I look nice in the office. So I'm just like
Same.
wearing a baseball hat or like a helmet when you're sweating all day. You just get the bangs, like they're not styled, they're just sticking down.
Oh,
Like
but you're
there's
saying
nothing for
you
them.
wear a helmet when you spar?
No, at work.
Oh.
The
Well, yeah,
construction
then you
helmet.
kind of got to wash your hair.
But yeah, even the sparring, I'm just like, I don't want my bangs dangling down in my eyes when I'm trying to like not.
I got a Dyson because I got bangs.
And now you just have a Dyson.
Now I just have a Dyson, and honestly, I don't know how I did my hair with anything else because it's so
quick.
much faster. Honestly, Natalie witnessed this. Sorry guys. I cannot wear clothes while I use my Dyson.
It's so hot. I walked in the bathroom and I was like, it's so hot in here.
Natalie arrived and then she just let herself into my bathroom, which was fine. But I was butt naked, using my Dyson, sweating my ass off. And I'm like,
I asked if I could come in and you're like, sure.
Come on in, just beware. I'm naked. I'm sweating. My Dyson just makes me so hot. And like I just overheat so fast. So I wasn't, and I think I was drinking like a cappuccino too. So I was just like overdoing it on the espresso. My head was hot. I was hot from getting out of the shower, and I think I went for a run before, so I was just running on high. So it was a lot.
I do so a blessing and a curse. So I do get so hot also when I use my Dyson, but luckily I don't have any plugs in my bathroom because my house is really old. So and I just didn't update it yet. So anytime I Dyson, I do have to do it out in the living room, and I have the same thing. I'm like, man, like I should put on
You have
like
your stove out there too.
what?
You have your wood stove out there too, so it's extra hot.
I know. And so then I have the same problem. Like I'm not in a small space, so I'm in a bigger space. But yeah, then the wood stove is out here. And yeah, I sweat like an animal. And then it's terrible when I'm done. Like I just showered, like I blow dry my hair, I blow it out, it looks great. And then it's the same what Liv says, all up here on my hairline.
Sweating.
It's just covered in sweat again. And I'm like, no, why are you so hot, Dyson? I got a Dyson on cold.
Okay, your bathroom reminded me of something. I went viral on TikTok.
Oh.
Okay, so you're viral on TikTok. Is your bathroom makeover?
Oh yeah, everyone hated it.
No.
Well,
I think it was very divided, which is why I think it went viral, because I think that there were some people that were trying to get back to that like yellow vintage look.
Yeah.
That, good for them.
They should not be going back to.
Good for them. And Katie did like a DIY for, what did it cost you? Like $150? And you made
it was $400 altogether, and the whole
thing. But you made it look totally different.
Yeah.
And that went
anyway,
viral.
Go ahead. You went more viral. Go ahead.
No, not. I have 137,000 views.
Okay.
And of course, I post about my music every day. Every day I post about my music. I post cleaning stuff. And this one, I'm just sitting in the back of the car, and we drive past one of those like 5G towers that's like pretending to be a tree. And my like technique for TikTok is like, if I think it in my head and I want to say it to the people around me to try to get a laugh out of them, I'm going to post it on TikTok and try to get a video of it, because I think that would go viral. And it worked, because I was just like, yeah, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna think it's anything but a tree. And I posted that. of just like the zoom in on the stupid little tower, and it has a bunch of views, and I'm like, could it be anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else? So I think that's funny.
That is really funny. I didn't realize that was the one that actually went.
Is like 5 seconds long. I'm sitting in the back of the car getting chauffeured around in my own vehicle after wine tasting, and I'm like,
Because people doom scrolling, that's why.
look,
Yeah.
there's a fake tree, everybody.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So should we talk about our like astrological places?
Yeah, Liv, do you want to explain? Can you explain it? Because I don't even think I can explain it.
Okay,
Even though I covered
so
this topic at a very high level maybe a few months ago.
Katie did, but I never looked into it. So
I,
after
it's hard.
after this actually begins the lore of it. So Katie presented this topic, and it was basically that your astrology is your astrology proves that the what's it called?
Like predetermines.
What's the word called though? That's a theory. Simulation theory. Basically, your astrology proves that simulation theory is real because when you're born, that puts you into some sort of category and some sort of preset notion about how your life is going to go. That's why astrology works. And so I've been getting these ads on Instagram about like your location. Astrocartography is what it was called. About how where you're born, when you're born, the time that you're born determines where you're supposed to live in your life and where you're going to be the most fulfilled, where you're going to find love, where you're going to find success, all of that, where you want to avoid because you're going to fall into a deep spiritual tendency, downward spiral.
And when she's saying where, she means literally geographically, like on the map, like a
longitude,
location.
latitude. Yeah. So I finally went to ChatGPT. I'm like, listen, these ads are targeting me. I'm very curious, but I'm not paying $7.99 to figure it out. Like, I'm cheapo. I'd rather buy a croissant and a cappuccino for that. Can you tell me a free app? And so I found this free app. I will link it below. And I went onto this website. I put the time I was born, the date I was born, and where I was born, and it comes up. And I'm going into this skeptical, but I'm just like, and pure entertainment at this point. Like, I'm just curious. I want to know. And basically, there are two lines for me that go through the United States, right? One of them goes through like the whole West Coast, and it kind of follows the California line on like the state line, not on the ocean side, but on like the Nevada side and everything. And it says basically you're going to find these like great relationships to the west of this map. You're going to find fulfillment, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cute. Like, I did find my boyfriend there, but like, all right. And then these past few months, we've been talking about moving back to Nashville and like kind of pursuing my music career, him like getting into aviation over there and like making a life over there. The only other line that goes through the United States for me goes 60 miles west of Nashville. And it says that this is where I'm going to have great discomfort, but in a comforting way, where I'm going to see a lot of success and turnover and like change in myself. I'm like, guys, I'm going to become famous in Nashville. Like, that's the only way I can read it. And after I saw that, I'm like, this is too crazy to be true. Like, this is too coincidental to be true. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too weird. And so I called Natalie and Katie and figured out theirs. And yeah, it was just very entertaining.
We
And I
all
just,
apparently belong in Australia.
that is a can of worms I've never even thought about opening until. So, okay, basically, these lines go through these longitude and latitude places, right? But where their dot is, that's where the center is, and that's where these planets were when you were born. And so that means that is where it's strongest. So mine, I have like 7 of them in Northeast Australia. 7 of them lined up right on top of each other. And I'm like, this is peculiar. This is peculiar. I've never even thought about the southern hemisphere like having Christmas during summer. That's
You can have your
interesting to
toilet
me.
flushing the other way.
My toilet flushes the other way. Like what happens when you cross the border? Like am I even made to be down there? I don't know. I've never been that south and
Big
that intrigues
spiders.
me. We have big spiders here.
Oh.
We have wild
Not like
tarantulas.
upstairs.
You have wild tarantulas?
Yeah, I've seen them on a hike
As
before.
opposed to non-wild
Well,
ones.
we only have the captive ones here.
Well, that's what I'm
Just the
saying. I've only
pets.
grown up with people with tarantulas as pets, and then yeah, we do have wild ones, but they only hurt pets. They don't hurt us.
How big are they?
They're pretty
They're
big. We
like
still went on a
this
hike.
big.
They run around outside? Sorry to segue off of this off of your
They're kind
topic.
of cute. They're kind of cute. Yeah, they
No,
do.
they're not.
Natalie
Are
and
they
I, the first time we saw them, so we had hiked 5 miles and we were about like a quarter mile from our car, and we almost turned around and hiked another 5 miles to go. Like instead of going the loop, we almost turned
We were
around,
standing in the trail,
went the other way.
and we had our doggies with us.
Hmm I think
did
this was before Zion. I think it was just Tate.
It was.
Yeah,
did they
and then
jump?
Tate
We
lunged
had to
at it.
jump over it.
They do
No.
jump,
There's
and
big
I
jump.
figured out once we got to the car, they're not poisonous to us, but if they would have bitten Tate, it would have killed him.
Aw.
Yeah. And so I'm like, thank God we got past him. Thank God he didn't get bitten. But I ran right past him like
Is
Hail
it
Mary, you know?
is it true that their bellies, and maybe this is just different tarantulas? One time with Miguel Uno, I went to a spider museum, and this is the
Why
only
would you
thing
do
that
such a thing?
I don't know. This is the only thing I took away from it was that they their bellies are like poisonous. So like if you hold them, sometimes your palm will get like itchy or whatever, and it's like Liv said, it's not necessarily poisonous to us, but their like bellies secrete something. So even if they're standing on you, something bad can
No,
happen.
tarantulas' bellies are not poisonous to touch. What
Okay.
people are usually thinking is they have a Eurycratus hairs itchy defense. So some species, especially New World tarantulas from North and South Americas, have tiny barbed hairs on their abdomen. So yeah, not poisonous, but like kind of like the
Irritating.
stinging thistle. Yeah, they could kick those hairs into air with their back legs. Wow.
Like a
Wow.
dog going with their back legs.
They get you super itchy, rashy, like fiberglass. If it gets in your eyes, very irritating and not fun. If it's
Ouch.
inhaled, it can irritate your airways. That's
Oh, wow.
irritation, not poison. They are venomous, but only through a bite. So tarantulas are venomous, like most spiders, but their venom is injected through fangs. Most species have venom comparable to a bee sting for humans. Um, could hurt, but rarely dangerous unless you have an allergy.
The only other, I
The
guess,
belly poison.
experience, the belly poison. The only other experience or like memory of tarantulas that I have is when we were little and mom used to go on business trips with Scholastic, and she went to Little Rock, Arkansas, and she came
Dance on
back
them.
and yeah, she told us about the tarantula dance.
Mhm.
And I guess they used to put the boards on the tarantulas and dance.
That's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up.
It's mean,
There's
but
so many in the warehouse where they were
That's
working with
so
the
sad.
books.
Honestly, that's kind of a vibe. Like, can you imagine just spiders this big just like
No,
chilling around you? Like, I'd start
I,
naming them.
I
I
would
so you
would.
like
don't have them on your property, Liv?
Not that I know of. I haven't seen them. Winston would probably kill him.
Winston would bring them in.
Winston's been on a killing rampage. I've had a new gopher every single day.
A
There's one under
gopher?
my car. Yeah, there's been like I've had a couple on our doorstep.
How big
I'm
are
like,
they?
can you stop? They're not that big. They're like this big.
There's-
But like they're bigger than a they're like a New York
Yeah.
City rat maybe.
They're big.
They're pretty big.
He doesn't eat them. He just kills them.
He just kills them, which is good. I mean, like ethically not great, but for his health it's good because if he eats them then he can get like worms and diseases and stuff. So he just kills them for sport. That's my
Winston.
classy boy right there. Yeah. That's my
So
like
acting for sport.
hunting for sport. Give me my waxed jacket and my I don't know.
Where's Winston right now? He's the
Right there.
funniest cat.
He's snoozing.
Winnie, kitty, kitty. He's
Zion
a
had a
nap
bath
time.
for the first
Did
time in
he?
like a couple weeks, and he was stanky. But I
Tate
like
needs a
extra
bath.
stretched, like scrubbed him really, really good. It was a very long bath, and he had a
Hmm.
massage, and now he's so fluffy. And I'm like, I need to bathe him more because he's just so soft and smells nice when he's clean.
It's because you visited me. Tate smells like straight Fritos. I need to give him a bath.
Oh.
The man just smelled like dog bo, and he didn't even smell like
Hmm.
Fritos.
Um,
I
I've
hear the
had
chaos.
an admin central week I'd like to share.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, this is like an episode all about me. I won't shut up. Um so it all started with my glassware arriving broken, right? Do you remember this saga? And I'm
Yes.
like, oh, hi guys, like, can you please send me a replacement? They said, absolutely, it's on its way. I get a DHL, like, I have to pay $20 more for this import fee. And at first I'm like, I almost paid it. I was so close to paying it. And then I was just like, let me just research a little bit to see if this is correct. I researched and basically I concluded that absolutely not. This should have a $0 value. This should be cleared by importation and because it's a replacement of a broken object and it should just be clear. And so I had to file a dispute and be like, hi, like this is just a little espresso cup that arrived broken for me that is going to be that's a replacement. It should be $0. I haven't heard back from them, right? Next, my taxes. Jeanette. Jeanette, I want to say rotten hell, but you know what? You
She's your
tried.
nemesis.
You tried, Jeanette. Basically, I should be making a lot more money this year with no tax on tips. Like, somehow I still owed money a little bit, but basically, I filed my taxes and I paid somebody to do it so I don't have to deal with the headache of doing it. Like, it's supposed to be I take all the pictures of all of my W 2s, all my mail, send it to somebody else. They deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. That is the luxury of paying somebody else, correct? Like, it's not that
Correct.
I don't have
Should
to,
be.
like, yeah, it's like I have time to do other things. I'm well off enough as an adult. I don't want to deal with this. I'm paying you to deal with it, and that feels like luxury. Anyways, we
It's not
submitted
luxury.
it. It's not what happened. And one of the pages was like, this was denied. Contact your TurboTax representative and she'll help you. Contacted her. She was like, okay, let me call you in an hour. We'll figure it out. And I said, perfect. I'm available. Doesn't call me. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry I missed your call. Like, let's chat tomorrow. And she reaches out to me in the morning and is like, perfect. I'll call you at 4:00 p.m. Doesn't call me. And I'm like, hey, we're just kind of missing each other. Like, let's form a call. Like, let's figure it out. And just like, I could talk, reaches out again in the morning at like 8 a.m. It's like, hey, I could talk like now until 10. And I'm like, perfect, I could talk now. I sit in my house for 2 hours. I originally woke up to go for a run, but I'm like, I can't call her and have my laptop open. Like, if I'm out for a run. So I stayed home. I did absolutely nothing for 2 hours. And I did this like 2 or 3 times at this point. She didn't call me. I said, hey, like, let's just schedule something from a few days from now. I have off Wednesday. Let's talk at 9 a.m. Wednesday. She said, awesome, perfect. She gave me some excuse. She's like, I can't make an appointment for then, so I'm gonna make an appointment for 5 p.m. on Wednesday. But I'm gonna write a little note into that appointment that I'm gonna talk to you at 9 a.m. And I'm like,
You're
okay,
not.
great. That's cool, that works. As long as you're there. 9 o'clock comes around. My alarm goes off. I wash my face, I get out of bed, I make myself a coffee. I sit in the bed, pull my laptop off. I'm sitting there waiting for her call. She doesn't call. 5 minutes in, doesn't call. 15 minutes in, I give her a message. I'm like, hey there, I'm ready when you are. Doesn't answer until like 9:45. I finally open the chatbot and I'm like, chatbot. And I explained everything to the chatbot that was going on. And they're like, would you like us to send you a representative to chat with? And I'm like, absolutely. I hit yes. It sends a message to Jeanette. It sends it directly to her and was like, I'd like to chat. And I'm like, no, stop. You can't send it to her. I'm trying to talk shit about her to somebody else. Okay. Anyways, I ended up calling their helpline and they fixed it for me within like 5 minutes and I was able to file my taxes. And I'm like, this girl is fucking
So what I
crazy.
don't
You should have
understand,
charged her interest on time.
well, like
Somebody help me. But like this I'm at a point where I'm like, add me to your payroll. Excuse me, can you please just add me to your payroll because I'm doing everybody's job at this point. I have one more example, but continue. This
why
at me
what
this
threw me
week.
off, what threw me for a loop was the whole like, oh, I can't schedule it. Like we've missed each other 10 times and now I can't schedule you at the time that we want to meet. So I'm actually going to
That's
schedule you
what
for 10 hours later, but I'm just going
Is
to put
she
a note to
real
myself
or
at a different.
AI?
Yeah, do you think she's a Hannah?
I
I
don't
think she's a
know.
Hannah because it's giving very AI vibes.
There were a lot of exclamation points in her writing and I'm like, nobody uses exclamation points like this. I used a lot of periods in our writing because I was pissed off. I'm like, girl, I've missed like 6 runs. Like I put off like it was always my workout in jeopardy and I was pissed off. I'm like, girl, I need to go run out this anger that you're causing me. Like I need to go.
You
And she
should
just
just
didn't.
message her and keep scheduling appointments and not showing up to them for the
Well,
rest of
finally
tax season.
I called the helpline and I sat there. Well, this is where the drama comes in, right? I called the helpline and it gives me an option to either like do a callback number or not. And this is at like 9:45, right? And finally I'm getting a number, like a call from an unknown number. And I'm like, I'm about 10-15 minutes on hold at this point. And I'm like, this is Jeanette. Jeanette's calling me. I hang up. I answer. I'm like, hello? And he goes, this is DHL. You have a duty you have to pay for your import fee. And I'm like, I just lost my place in line for Sarah, the AI assistant for DHL, to tell me I have to pay a duty fee that I actually don't have to pay. And then so I went back on. This took me like 2 hours. I wasn't done till 11 a.m. And I was pissed off.
Did you actually
But
talk to
finally,
somebody?
yeah, I talked to a very nice old lady. I shared my screen with her and she walked me through it. And it took me about 10 minutes. She was like, yeah, Jeanette didn't tell you have to do this. I said, no. And she's like, that was so easy. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was supposed to be her job. And
Jeanette
so,
was
Jeanette, get out of here. Last but not least,
she was pulling a Katie, pressing the space bar to calculate if she's still working.
she was hitting the space bar. Speaking about hitting the space bar, I pre ordered a sweater on Black Friday.
Okay.
Argyle is in. Argyle is back. Fashionistas. Argyle's in. If you have it, wear it. There was this like gray and navy blue Argyle sweater I saw for pre-order on, well, first it was available on Black Friday and I thought about it for too long. I put it in my cart. I went to sleep. I woke up and it was sold out. And I'm like, God, I need to have it. Like I need to have it. Like
You are
I
confessions
can't.
of alcoholic lady.
Yes.
You're the one
We're
that
like
got
the
away. I
mannequins are
can't
talking to her.
believe. Truly, I'm like, I can't believe I let her get away. And so I bought it. I bought it the next day for pre-order, and I'm like, it's okay, it'll come when it comes. 3 or 4 days later is Black Friday, and the same sweater I purchased is 30% off. And I quickly emailed. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna cancel this order since it's not gonna ship for 2 months. I am gonna purchase it on the sale price. And they said, absolutely, that works. Okay. Cancel that order, purchase my sale order. And this was November. Now, about 2 weeks ago, I received this random sweater in the mail. And I'm like, I got it. She's here. I love it. I wear her out and about. She's great. And then I get an email from the company and it says, we didn't catch the payment on the way out. We're going to send you an invoice and you're going to need to pay it. I'm like, that's peculiar. I'm a little confused because, like, obviously I provided my payment info, screenshotted it, put it in the chat GPT, and they're like, yeah, so basically what happened is that it took them too long to process the order and send it out, that the pre-authorization that your credit card company gave to this company is no longer valid. They said you can't use this anymore because it was last year that you put it through and it's February now. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's valid. That works. So I was very friendly. I was like, okay, like after going through my credit, like my statements and everything, it does appear that I've received this item without paying for it, but I'm a little confused because there's no declined transaction from my end. Like there's nothing like that. They were like very, their wording was very like, oh, it just, the payment didn't, like the payment failed. We didn't having to catch it. And like they kind of seemed to like try to put it on me, and I'm like, bitch, like, don't put it on me. You forgot to charge me. Like, you sent it out without charging me. That's your fault. And so finally, and when they sent this original email, they're like, there will be a Stripe invoice following. And I reached out and I'm like, however, I'm like, I'm happy to pay it because it looks like I haven't paid you for the sweater. So please send me the invoice. I get the invoice and I'm like, this invoice is wrong. This invoice is for the full price and I bought it for 30% off. And so of course I have to send it back and be like, "Hi, it's looking like I purchased this on 30% off. Here is my receipt. Here's my order number. And I'm being charged for full." And they're like, "No, so since you ordered with a discount, it will be shown in your invoice that there will be there will be discount on it." And I'm like, I assure you, there is no discount. I had to send them a screenshot of it and be like, you are charging me a full price. Please apply a discount. And I'm like, I'm doing everybody's job right now. I'm doing everybody's job and nobody's paying me for it. That's how I felt the past week. I'm like, I will happily. They fixed it and they were friendly, but like, there was just like when I said, oh, like, I'm so sorry, like the payment didn't go through, or like, how unfortunate, I'm happy to clear this up whenever. They weren't like, perfect, thank you for everything. They just didn't reply and they sent me an invoice and I'm like, girl, you gotta just say perfect, thank you. Like just half a sentence. Send me half a sentence with a smiley face.
I bet you
and
someone got in big trouble at that company. Like it was like an intern or like someone new who forgot to charge everybody.
I bet you no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie, I did go through the ChatGPT and I'm like, so what happens if I don't pay them? I have the sweater already. Like, what happens if I don't? And they're like, well, technically they could send it to collections and it could be more and more and more. And I'm like, well, like, I'm not looking to not pay them. I'm just like curious at this point. Like y'all fucked up. You fucked up. Like, there's probably not, like me, I'd rather just like get it off my chest to figure it out. But like here I am doing admin for something I've already paid you. Like I've already authorized my card to go through for this payment, and now I'm like stressing trying to figure out how to pay you the correct amount of money without being overcharged because you guys fucked up. And I'm like, this happened like 3 in a row. It all comes in threes. It's crazy.
That's funny. Well, I guess
it's the shopping chronicles.
Yeah,
I guess so. I'm gonna wear this sweater till the day I die, I guess.
Yeah,
it's a nice sweater. I like it.
It is. I like it a lot too. It's I feel like it's something that like goes out of style, but will come back.
I don't think it's gonna go out of style. I like that one.
It's like Argyle. Argyle will go out of style, and that's okay.
But just the style of it. It's like an oversized, like.
I think I have a picture in it.
Yeah.
I'll send a picture.
A picture that I took in front of Giuseppe's.
Yeah. I wore it to my birthday dinner.
Fancy. It's going to be really warm here tomorrow, and I'm really excited. It's going to be 45.
How warm?
45. What are you going to do?
I am horseback riding, and then I need to run 15 miles.
Nice. We're going to a rodeo tomorrow.
You went to a rodeo?
Kernville Heritage Days. They turned like the whole town into like an old western town, and I think there's a dirt bike rodeo and a regular rodeo.
Wait, that's cool. Does it by any chance happen to start after 7:30 p.m.?
I think it goes late, and it goes tomorrow too.
As soon as I could get there.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna go up during the day because they have like shops and stuff, and we kind of want to frolic around. But I mean, if you drive to Kernville, I think it's faster than you driving to Ridgecrest. Maybe.
Hmm.
Wait, I
How
want to go to the rodeo. I am gonna ride horses though, but I'm not rodeoing.
rodeoing? Liv, do you work Sunday?
Sunday night.
Well, you could come out tomorrow
I
and then leave.
feel a little ill though.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling my best.
get some
The
rodeo.
extra work really put me out of my comfort zone. I'm feeling ill again.
Blame
Yeah,
Jeanette.
you're gonna
Jeanette.
have to call out, I
Jeanette,
guess.
I did your job, Jeanette. You didn't even get me as good as tax breaks as my friend Joe did last year, and I tried to request him. He moved on from me.
Speaking of taxes, sorry to go back. I paid a crazy amount of money for my taxes this year. To my girl Jean. Jean is
Jane.
very old.
Jeannie.
What is with the tax people and the J names?
Yeah, you're right.
I
No, but
don't
I like
know.
Jean. Jean is great. She's about 100 years old and she wears a fanny pack.
I
And
love
I'm not
that.
You know,
questioning
she
it.
means business.
Jean broke
She
my
does.
heart my first like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I had my whole tax debacle where I owed like thousands and thousands of dollars, and I cried. Jean was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, sweetheart." I'm in there with my blueberry suit, being like, I'm here to pay my taxes.
Wait, what's a
I was
blueberry suit?
It's my
This is my
blue,
blue
my
one.
white box. It's my
Oh,
blue
that's
matching
funny.
set. But Eric and Andy call it my blueberry suit. I was like there in my like white fox, whatever, with
I
my
love that.
seltzer, and she's like, "You owe $7,000." I was like, 7,000. So I was like, no. And so Jean, it's funny. Fast forward to we got my taxes back on track, and I actually got money back this year. And
Mm.
Jean told me, she was like, "Boy, have we come a long way."
Aw,
You're like, thank
Jean.
you, Jean.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jean.
Jean.
Appreciate
Like, it's
it.
all because of
Actually,
you.
I filled out in my taxes this year to withhold an extra like something crazy, like extra 5% because I
Mhm.
wanted because they're gonna figure out the same number at the end of the year regardless. I'm like, I just want y'all to be saving that for me, and then I'm gonna get it back at the end of the year. So there's no doubt, there's no question that I'm gonna get money back, and I'm not going to be owing money.
I used to do that, and they just kept taking the money. And I'm like, I don't make money. Why are you taking it? I keep adding on multiple jobs because I'm a college student, and you keep taking more money every like job that I add on. And I was like, I don't like this.
That's and that's what kind of messed me up is that making base amount of money, I'm in like the lowest category. However, since I'm a tipped income, it knocked me up a few.
Levels,
That did not
brackets.
come out right. It brought up a few brackets, tax brackets. um and so then I owed a lot of money because on paper and like the controlled amount, I make very little money, but like
Mhm.
in reality I make a lot more than that. And so I had to pay for all the tips I made, which is messed up. Even on top of the no tax for tips,
I'm
that did
just saying.
nothing for me. It doesn't actually count. Okay, did you guys know a write-off, I learned this year, it makes me sound really stupid. A write-off is just, it's not like, okay, I spent $50. I'm a full time YouTuber. I spent $50 on lunch. That means that if I write off $50 of my lunch, I'm going to get $50 back. That means that you get to
It's
take
not.
$50 out of your taxable income.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, I have one
I
more.
didn't know that. I
Very
didn't know
similar
that.
regarding
Okay.
taxes that I just learned that I did not know. Did
Mm-hmm.
you know when, like Liv just said, okay, so let's say you make, let's just use like a round number. Let's say you make $1,000 a year, whatever, $1,000. Okay,
We should
maybe
go.
let's say 100,000. Let's say you make $100,000. You only, so the tax brackets, like they are, so let's say the first 10,000 of that 100,000 is taxed at a 5%, then 10,000 to 25,000 the second tax bracket, whatever. So when we were talking about my potential new jobs, I was like, "Oh, I'm already in the like 20 whatever percent tax bracket." And I was like, "Why though would my paychecks be so much smaller if I got the higher paying job?" It's because Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if let's say I make
Yeah.
$100,000 now, that is the cap of the other bracket is like 95. So like your whole income, your whole 100,000 is not taxed at 24%.
It's the
Like,
5,000 tax,
yeah,
right?
like well, no, each part of your income is taxed at a different bracket, which is crazy. So like,
Who's
I
dumb?
don't know, I'm making 1,000 to 10,000
Yeah.
is taxed at like 5%, 10,000 to 20%, 20,000 is taxed at like 7%, 20,000 to 40,000 is taxed at whatever. So you can't, it's so
Okay.
confusing to figure out. I thought it was just
Yes.
one tax level.
Let's
So
bring
Hassam,
down
he
tax.
has a cousin who's he has family in Australia. It's all coming around. And he has a doctor, he has a family who's doctor in Australia. Basically, once they make a certain amount of money, almost like let's say you make $100,000, 10% of that goes to the government. Once you make over $100,000, 90% of that goes to the government. So he's a doctor cousin that works for 2 months of the year and then takes off for 10 months because it's not worth it for them to work 12 months of the year making like no money the rest of the time.
Why
That's
is the
crazy.
system that way?
Australia. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. So,
understand the reasoning for that. Like, the reason we have crazy taxes is because we were in a crazy amount of debt, and the Pentagon always loses their money, but
there she
we
goes.
can't lose our money. We got to pay our taxes, but they can lose theirs. But
Yeah.
Australia, oh, that doesn't make any sense. Where they have that just the cutoff, and then if you make below the cutoff, you only pay 9%, and then if you make over it, you pay like 90.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Australia's kind of a cool place, like for me, that I'm like, yeah, obviously Australia exists. It's down there, it's doing its own thing, but I've never thought about like, should I go there? Because it has like a country music scene.
It
It
does. Keith
does.
It's kind of
Urban.
cool. Yeah.
They are very. I won't make any Australian political comments on this podcast. I'm not an
Oh, I hear
expert.
about them often.
I'm not an expert.
How are you supposed to get away from your kangaroos if you don't have a gun? Just saying.
Fun fact, though, Australia, I think historically they went to war with a population of emus, like actual war.
That's crazy.
They're just a funky bunch
That
down
is a
there.
History Channel episode I would watch. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I think this is all we got for today. I don't think there's anything else. We're chatting.
Once for
We're
after
going.
hours, the cooking
After
crew
hours.
was interested in saying hi. They were like, "Can we crash the pod?" I was like, "No."
We could finish recording and then let them say hi and pretend they
Let
won't
them
know
pretend.
they won't know it. I could end it and then restart it and then they could have a separate pod. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay, we could do
Do that
that.
as like an after hours pod.
I'll just keep it
All right,
I'll just keep it
guys.
running and I can edit it out. Anyways,
Okay.
thank you guys for watching. It is the middle of the night near Katie. 8, 9, 10, 11. It's almost midnight near her. This is 17 Scooters Club. Find us on Instagram. Find us on TikTok at 17 Scooters Club. And you could also email us anything you want, literally anything you want at this point, 17scootersclub@gmail.com.
Go watch those TikToks.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, go watch my viral stupid little TikTok.
Katie left.
I forgot to tell everybody about how my house said goodbye to me. Good night. 2 wheels are better than 4. From the mountains to the shore, find us rolling up to the pub. We're 17 Scooters Club.